right.
Oh, we're back. Back with
All right.
Back in black.
I think I'm going to need a new drink soon.
Cheers.
All right, cheers, mate, to
Cheers, mate.
the final episode
The
of season
season
one.
finale.
Thank you for everyone that listened. This is it's been a great journey so far.
Yeah, I just pinched
And it's
myself.
only going to get better. We have big ideas for the next season.
Ooh, do we tell them now or later?
No, it's going to be something that we'll work on and we'll unveil it when it happens.
It's
But
going to be good.
it's going to be fun. Yes,
gonna be
I'm very excited about it. Anyways, welcome to episode 10, the season finale of season 1 of Idiots and Idioms. I'm Ricky.
I'm Zack.
And this is
Welcome to our podcast.
Yeah, a podcast by friends.
For friends.
All right. So, speaking
And I
of
finishes sandwiches.
Oh, damn it.
Well,
What
we'll work on
wavelength?
69.
Yes. Okay. Speaking of friends, here in my hand are everyone who submitted questions throughout all 9 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to put it into this bowl here. We're going to shake it up a bit. And throughout the episode, we're probably going to shake it up a little bit here and there. And then at the end, don't let any drop out. Okay. Good job. None fell out. None fell out. Fantastic. I saw you snuck in one, though. You can't win this, Zach.
I had it in my
All
mouth.
right. So those are all our friends there. At the end, we're going to draw one name, and we want to give out $100, right?
Yeah.
Just
As a thank you.
As a thank you, as a gesture for supporting us and being silly. So sit back while we crack open one. Catch up a little bit.
Crack open one, mate. We're going to crack open more than one.
Quite a few. It's
We
a
got
celebration.
4 others here.
Also, last episode, you didn't know quails were different from ducks. You thought they were ducks. So on this
why I'm on this
episode here, we
podcast.
have on the video podcast some quail eggs.
And I'm going to eat one right now as a
yes,
start.
And I like
Pick it for
dipping
me.
him. Oh, this guy, he's pointed right at you. This is salt and pepper. Just
Okay,
really
okay.
simple, but it goes great with eggs. A little douse of protein.
I'm going to burp over here.
Wonderful. Oh, that's a great one. That first one was a 7. That second one was an 8 out of 10.
And that's a generous ranking, mate.
All right. So, let's see what time we recorded. 9:54. Chill.
Mate, they taste like regular eggs.
They're just like regular eggs, but smaller. They're bite size, snack size eggs.
I still have never even looked up what a quail looks like. Just imagining like
Did you ever watch Doug growing up, the cartoon? Quail Man. I mean, he didn't look like a quail, but
Which one was Doug? Was that the
Doug?
bald dude?
yeah, it was Skeeter.
Yeah, okay. With the glasses, right? It's Doug.
I don't know if Doug had glasses.
He had a fist.
I don't remember. Doug himself. I don't know.
Okay.
Speaking of old shows, do you remember Hey Arnold?
Yes, that was a good show.
That was
Jinx.
a good show. Where can I watch that now? What streaming service?
Probably like Amazon Prime has everything, but sometimes you have to pay for it.
Anyways.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
All right. So, a lot has happened since the last episode. I know a lot has happened with you. Quite a bit happened with me too. So let's catch up real quick before we get into this.
Okay. Do we start with?
All right. The biggest question, because I've been dying for this podcast just so I can ask you more details about this. And I asked if it was okay to talk about it on the podcast.
And at first I was like, no, this is embarrassing. But now it's a podcast.
But it's
by
come
friends,
full
for friends.
circle. Because remember the first episode we talked about the first time we pooped ourselves? Or the times we remember us pooping ourselves?
And I'm 27, soon to be 28 years old, and I almost had another incident. So I didn't poop myself, but
Oh yeah, technically you didn't poop yourself. Yes.
I am coming. You're going over to my girlfriend's place, and I'm like 2 minutes away. And you know when you get one of the and I'm feeling fine up until 2 minutes away.
Yeah.
And then you know when you get one of those like stomach rumbles where it's like
Oh,
it's coming. And so I panic and I FaceTime her. Luckily she picked up.
Wait, were you walking?
No, I was driving.
You were driving.
I was in the car.
Okay.
And I pick her up. She picks up and she doesn't believe me when I'm like, "Can you come down and open the gate?" I'm panicking. I have to go to the bathroom so bad. She doesn't believe me, so she doesn't come get me. So I'm stuck there at the gate, but now I'm sweating because it's not gonna stop, and it's one of
Yeah.
those that like I'm either gonna do this in the car, which I don't want to do,
Yeah.
or I have to try and get in.
Find somewhere.
And the way the apartment works is like it's very rare that somebody will let you in. Like somebody will have to walk. It was like late at night ish. It was like 10:30, 11.
Yeah.
So it's very rare that you're gonna find somebody coming out right when you need to get in. Plus, I don't even know where the bathroom is downstairs. I think it would have been a walk. So,
Yeah.
I am originally
Time was of
like,
the essence.
I'm waiting at the gate, and then I remember I backed in because I wait like forward so I can pull in, and I waited about 15 seconds. And then these guys come out, and I'm like, I'm not going to make it, and I'm not going to, like, just do it right here in my car. So I pulled back out of the garage, and she has, like, a little pond that's, like, near...
Is it like a neighborhood pond?
Kind of. It's very much not covered or anything like that.
Did any duck or geese saw you?
No.
Okay.
So, yeah. So, I basically... That was my idea. I was going to go to the pond. And I parked my car. I parked my car.
Glad you did it, because you could fall in the pond.
I parked my car off to the side, like on just the side of the road. There's street parking, and I'm gonna walk to the pond. But then there's like a service truck there, and there's people walking their dogs, and I'm like, I can't.
God, you can't.
I can't.
That's how you.
So I'm walking around, and
felonies.
I'm FaceTiming her in total like fear. Like what I can't like, and I'm freaking out, and she didn't believe me. Now she believes me.
Yeah.
That, it's an emergency. And luckily, they have very good bushes surrounding the building. High, 6 feet tall bushes that are thick.
Nice.
And I crawled behind one of those and let it rip.
So with a butthole that is filled to the brim, you got on all fours. You went, I need some shrubbery.
I think I sent you the picture, didn't I?
Yeah, you sent me the picture.
I did send you. I sent him a picture of my poo. It was not clean. It was just quick and dirty.
It looked like an emergency poop.
It was an emergency. Thank you. I could not hold it.
If you want a good visual picture, an emergency poop on the floor, that's what it looked like.
Yeah, but in mulch.
It wasn't like something
bushes.
you draw by hand where it looks like a perfect ice cream cone.
No,
God, no. It looked like it had to get out.
It had to get
out.
out.
It was hot.
It was.
I saw smoke waves in the picture you sent me. That's how steaming
you
it
could
was.
see it.
But yeah,
with
I'm
the
glad
flash
you're
help,
okay.
the flash help with the steam.
Because going in the car would have been so much
So
astronomically
that
worse.
was that was part one though of this, because
Yeah.
I had to still get my car and drive it up, and there was no toilet paper, so I threw away everything I was wearing.
Even your pants?
Just don't ever want to think about it again.
But okay,
luckily
so
it was
did
like
you wear
not
the
my
pants
high
up?
quality pants.
You wore the pants upstairs?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then I immediately grabbed new underwear, took them off, showered, felt better.
Yeah.
Wrapped them up in a paper bag and threw them out.
How hard did you have to scrub yourself in the shower to wash away that shame?
Normal scrub. It was yeah. Wash away the shame. There was plenty of shame, but it was bad. And my stomach was bad. Like I've just been having stomach issues lately a little bit.
I'm definitely going through emergencies like that as well.
Yeah.
So I had a very similar incident.
I love how much we talk about poop. Okay,
that's the thing. Like it's season finale, and
this is exactly what they want to hear.
While we talked about poop, we have not grown as people at all. This is not a growing experience. Watch as we're stagnant in our humor and lifestyle.
But it was a fresh occurrence in the last 2 weeks too. So,
yes,
and that's what we do.
It's definitely an update. But yeah, dude, I'm sorry. I definitely get where you're coming from. I've had a few emergencies myself.
I just wish like
you somehow avoided going in your car, which is great job.
And
by the way.
like the service people didn't see me. They didn't like honk. What were you doing?
Yeah. You figured it out, because that was the best place to go in a situation like that.
God, dude, and I was just hoping that the dog people like didn't turn around. They walked, the other way, and like, whew. But yeah, did you have a story? No, so I don't feel so embarrassed.
No.
Yes.
I had a story about. I have one of those stomach grumbles too,
Oof.
And this is after
I've been eating well, so I don't know.
Living in my car for 2 days. Over the weekend, I lived in my car for 2 days with Ray. So. This was Saturday morning. Mm-hmm. No, this was Sunday morning. So Sunday morning, I woke up in St. Petersburg in my car, and we cooked breakfast by the ocean. It was nice.
That's cool.
It was nice. It was by the ocean. Our next door, the people next door to us, one lady next door to us had 2 dogs, and the first thing that happened when I woke up is I got out on my Crocs and I stepped on dog shit.
Oh.
Smelled horrible.
Oh.
So I washed it off in the ocean, and the lady was pretty nice, but her dogs were just out of control. Anyway, this isn't the point of my story. What is the point of my story? Oh yeah. So for the more breakfast, we cooked up chorizo and eggs.
Nice. It sounds delicious.
Yeah, it was pretty delicious. But Ray mentioned that the chorizo tasted a little off, so she didn't want to eat it. So I ate all of it. And it was now in retrospect, it was a little sour. But chorizo comes in many varieties. Okay. I was not outside my mind to think maybe there's a sour variety, but it wasn't. It probably wasn't the best chorizos.
Oh, did it smell bad when you took it out? Because that's happened to me.
If it's really bad, I think it was on the cusp.
Oh.
where it was like
Was it
borderline.
old or like you just got it like fresh?
We
and
left it
was
in the cooler for 2 days, but the cooler was mostly cold.
Yeah.
I unplugged it sometimes to conserve power, but like it takes a while for it to not be cold anymore. Anyways, so I ate sketchy sushi, not sushi, chorizo. So afterwards, we ate somewhere. I got to use their bathroom, but the chorizo was still fresh. It hasn't digested. So after we ate for a little bit, we were on our way home. We're like, let's go home. I'm tired. Then while she fell asleep, I was like, no, I'm not gonna be in St. Pete for a while. Let me go do something. So I'm like, let's go to Fort DeSoto Park. It's a park that I've always wanted to go to. It's a very beautiful park by the beach. So I went to Fort DeSoto, and I'm here just setting up the generator because Ray is tired. She wants to like rest. So I'm like, all right, let me set the air conditioner. Yeah,
that's so cool.
I set my little air conditioner in the Jeep, but it was leaking. But that led to the whole thing. But while setting it up, my stomach started to feel those pains. My stomach can talk to you, and it goes.
Oh yeah,
that's not a good grumble.
No.
So
that was a very good grumble too.
Thank you.
Very, yeah, very articulate.
I have heard it many a times.
Yeah.
But
same.
Yeah, once you get that in the pit of your belly, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It's
something has to happen.
Something's gotta happen. So something about the sun. I guess the baking sun just made me more. My body's got tired.
A little sweaty.
Yes, I'm a little weary. You know how I feel about pooping in public places.
I know.
I don't like pooping in public places.
No, he does not.
So this is a park. I was worried they'd have those pit toilets, but they did not. They have flushable toilets, which is a relief.
Yeah.
So I told Ray, maybe I gotta go to the bathroom, and it's not good. So I grabbed toilet paper because I'm not gonna use their one-ply shit. So I packed my own toilet paper and wet wipes in a little, bag. What's that? Huggies? Is that the brand? It's like baby. Huggies, the most wimpy type of wet wipes you can buy. I used to use this thing called dude wipes. And they named it that for a reason. Because you're a guy, you feel a little less emasculated. You're wearing dude wipes.
Unless you're using Huggies.
Yeah, I bought Huggies because that's what I had in the car.
It's probably BOGO.
I was a little ashamed of this, so I tucked it in my black bag. There wasn't even a bag meant for that. I just took something out of the bag.
In your knapsack, yep.
Yep, I made it into a knapsack because I'm not going to carry a bag of Huggies into this public
and your toilet paper.
Yeah. So I went in there, right? And there was a stall open, and a guy sat down right fucking next to me, in the stall next to me where I could see his goddamn toes. Anyways, I have a hard time pooping with people on the other side of a wall, let alone next to some man toes and sandals at the freaking beach. Anyways, I digress.
But how gratifying was it? Was it a solid one?
No. Okay, so
Uh-oh.
I still don't want to make a lot of noise. He doesn't have shame. I'm just like, flushing it, and then I'll squeeze when it's flushing. It took so long. When I first came in, there was only one other guy in the bathroom. By the time I'm done dropping my shit off, in 5-second excrements, in increments of excrements.
Just flushing. As soon as it's filled back up, just flushing
5-second increments of excrements. Gold.
That was good.
Right. Thank you. We need little buttons. We make bing points. Bing. Anyways, I when I was done shitting and I was flushing it all down, there was so much to wipe.
Oh, yeah, because it's wet in the splatter back.
The thing is, I think I probe way harder than a typical person when I wipe. I basically keep me like a little colonoscopy, a quick one, like 2 knuckles deep. So of course it's always gonna be brown, but I always have to wipe.
You wipe until you can't get any more. Colonoscopy.
I'm just there checking for lumps. Anyways,
a hemorrhoid.
Okay, where was I in the story? I'll just shake it up a bit. Shake up the little raffle cup. What?
Deeply wiping.
Oh yeah. So I was just Hold on, let me get a drink. I talk too much.
Oh my god!
I couldn't swallow that because I was laughing.
I know. I heard that.
I was thinking, this would be a great time for like an ad drop. Let me take some.
We're just recovering. Okay.
Imagine like a White Claw ad while I'm drinking Kirkland Hard Seltzer.
Just covered up with paper, right? White Claw.
Those White Claw surges, man, they get you.
Yeah, they're strong.
It takes 2 for me to I'm done. I don't want to make this into a bad night. Anyways, where was I in the story? Oh, I'm so bad at telling stories. Oh yeah, I wiped my butt. By the time I was satisfied with
So do you throw the Huggies down the toilet?
The Huggies, I couldn't because they're actually not wipeable. They're not flushable.
That's what. No, that's what I thought. So okay, keep going. So what did you do
I
with
threw
them?
them in the toilet. I think I threw them in the trash. In the trash, not the toilet. Anyways, while I was wiping myself, I was just grabbing more Huggies, more Huggies. This bag's running low. I was getting scared, but don't worry, there was enough in there. Huggies are actually amazing if you fold it a couple times. Anyways, I dropped the bag of Huggies.
Oh my god.
And on the outside is a family waiting to change. And they've all been going through the other stall instead of mine because I'm taking forever. So they're already a little frustrated with me. Not out loud. They're a bunch of little kids. So
Yeah.
But as soon as I drop the Huggies on the floor and everyone sees the Huggies, they laughed.
No way.
Yup. And I can't wait them out because there's like 4 kids out there waiting to change. And there's only 2 stalls and I'm taking one of them. So I picked up the Huggies so fast. And all I hear was laughter. I'm like, God damn it. Not only am I constantly flushing, actually, honestly, having a very long and audibly bad time in there, I dropped my bag of Huggies. So I walk out, and my approach here is, all right, I'll never see him again in my life. Let's just walk out with confidence, like I have no shame.
Yeah.
Wash my hands and get out of there.
Yep.
I walked out. I looked at him like, I wouldn't go in there. No one laughed. I'm glad you laughed. I wish you were there at the time so it wasn't so quiet after I said that in that bathroom there. But no one laughed. I'm like, whatever. I'm happy with how that situation played out. Wash my hands.
What do you do when
laugh.
you make a joke and nobody laughs? I curl my toes like so hard if I do that like to a patient or something. I'm like, ooh.
Oh yeah.
I don't like let it
your
out here,
body,
but like
shrinks.
yeah, I
But,
curl
like,
my
you
toes.
just
That's like a thing I
Play
do.
it off because I say too
Do you
many
have a
bad
physiological
jokes.
reaction though? Like, do you or anything?
I think so. Like you cringe. You shrink inside. You're just like.
I get. I just let it out right through my toes. So if you ever hear my toes crack after I tell a bad joke, that's why.
Oh, now I know. We need to have a foot cam on you for the show. Season
No,
2.
don't do that. That's embarrassing.
That'll appeal to a foot market. We could use more markets.
I have pretty feet.
Anyway, so yeah, I never saw them again, and the rest of the trip was pretty good. I didn't have another accident.
Okay.
That just had to get out.
Oh yeah, that's a better story than mine. Mine was more of
No.
like an emergency, just like
Yeah, but if I didn't have
That's
a
way
bathroom
funnier.
there, it would have been bad. It would have been bad because it has to be an emergency for me to go in a public bathroom.
yeah.
Oh,
I love that you dropped the
oh
bag
my
of
god!
Huggies.
So tell me how the whole time I was flushing, water kept splashing on my,
Right back.
like it kept splashing up
It's
there.
probably one of those strong toilets.
Yeah,
It was, yeah.
and
Because it's on the beach, it's like a really good water pressure. There's not like that much plumbing
Okay.
around. It's probably
I just kept getting sprinkled with toilet water and public toilet water, man.
that'll make you flinch.
Yeah, I felt disgusting. The shower I took at home was boiling hot, and I still feel dirty.
Oh, I saw you guys have like a little thing, or no, not for showering, but for changing. That was
Yeah,
kinda
a
cool.
pop-up tent. Yeah, it's good for a bathroom too. Public bathroom.
That's what I thought.
Like emergency. Yeah, it's like a bathroom changing room. Yeah, it's pop up. It's really easy to put back down. And I have a tent too that I do for like beach.
Nice.
Yeah, like a little pop up.
Oh, I saw the tent. on
Yeah,
Instagram.
and then you can just roll it up into a little ring, and I just stuff it on top of my Jeep. It takes up no space.
Oh.
Yes, I love
Jeep
it.
life.
Yeah.
Okay, so wait, where are we at in the?
Oh, that's it. Like I dropped my Huggies. They saw it. I got my balls sprinkled in public toilet water, and I pooped
'Cause he
in
hangs
5-second increments of excrement.
Increments of excrement. I like that.
But yeah, that was. Other than that, it was a lovely weekend. I had a fantastic weekend.
I think I had a good weekend too. Yeah.
Yeah. What'd you do this weekend?
I went to Orange Theory. I played tennis on last Friday.
You're just so physically active now. You look great.
I thank you, man. I'm trying.
look great.
I have like indentions where like my fat used to be, but there's like it's just an indention now. It's like less fat.
Those are abs, my friend.
No, it's not abs yet. I have too much of a gut, but there's like indentions. It used to just be like a round thing, but now it's like a little wave.
Yeah, there's so much space. Your shirts are so spacious.
Yeah.
It
Thank you, man.
looks good.
Thank you.
I had a great weekend. I had a goal. I've always, like I told you about this, right? I wanted to see the sunrise over the ocean, the sunset over the ocean.
Yeah. Yeah.
We did it Saturday. We
That
did
was
it.
cool. But your car.
Yeah. So I saw
Saw
the
that.
sunrise, Titusville. It was like 7:30 or 6:30. It was one of those two. It was super early. I think it was like 7:30. 7:30 because
Yeah.
But
And it's set at 7:30 on the other side, right? Ish.
yeah, like
That
8:30
finishes. I
too.
did. Nice.
Still got 8:30. But yeah, my car did not start, so I had to hire. First, we thought it was a battery. I met this stranger, Bob. Bob, you're not listening, but you're awesome. He helped us out so much. He like drove me to get a car battery, and I got to know him. He was a really cool guy.
Nice.
Retired. His dog was named Gunner. Awesome people.
That's a good name for a dog.
Yeah, it was 13-year-old dog. He was a good kid. Good dog. He was a good boy.
Good boy.
Kid. He was a good boy.
Oh.
Yeah, but yeah.
Is he an Arsenal fan by chance? Did you ask him about that?
No.
Gunner's like the Arsenal mascot.
Oh, I didn't know that.
But he also could just be like a Gunner. That's like a cool name for a dog.
He was a war vet, so probably
more
Gunner.
guns.
Yeah. It was awesome. But anyways, I ended up hiring a mechanic and getting the job done soon enough. It doesn't take long to drive from the East Coast to
So
West
what
Coast.
was it? Not that like the podcast care, but like what was the issue? Like
The
it
car?
wasn't your battery, but it wasn't.
They think it was a
couldn't
bad starter.
Okay.
We changed the starter and jump started the car.
it worked?
And then it worked, yeah. And it has worked since. My car started leaking, but we figured that out yesterday too. It's totally unrelated. I don't want to get too into car stuff. Basically, a hose was clogged, so it wasn't an extensive fix.
We know about that.
Yes,
Stuff
stuff is be clogging all the time. But yeah, my friend had to use a vacuum on it.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's all he did, and he's like, "Yeah, it works."
I
So
wish I knew about cars.
yeah,
But I'm
it was
like,
just
mechanic?
such a handy tool. How often people are like, "Oh, my ciliary body's acting up." You know, we're not that helpful with eyeballs. We're not that helpful in real life situations.
No. Unless you're having some vision issues. Then it's like glasses.
But yeah. Oh, congratulations to all optometrists in Florida. We won.
We can call ourselves doctors. We don't have to
Yes.
be eye masters of Orlando.
Or yeah, we're still eye physicians,
Yes.
at least for now.
Yes, indubitably.
But there was a bill that we weren't allowed to call ourselves physicians.
Correct.
Is that physicians? Why is that such a hard word to say? Am I saying it right? Physicians? Physicians.
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 Physicians. The more I say it, the worse I say it. Physicians.
Yes.
The more I say it, the worse it sounds.
No, it's kind of hard now that you say it.
All right. Would you do anything else since last time I saw you? Bro, a freaking tree frog, big ass tree frog, jumped into my skillet while I was cooking in the backyard.
What? That's kind of cool.
I panicked.
Did you slap him?
Okay, so I was grilling up some onions and meatballs for spaghetti, and all of a sudden, right onto my middle of my skillet, burning hot skillet, is a frog. It just landed. It's big too, and just looks at me, and it's like moving its legs because it's getting cooked.
Yeah.
And I'm like panicking. Like the first thing I didn't realize what it was at first. I kind of like it was like shock at first. And then when it sunk on me, I'm like, that's a fucking moving frog. What I screamed was really random. I screamed, "Fuck off." That's my reaction. That's my reaction. Okay, the more I think about it, the stupid I realize it sounds. But my reaction, that's all I screamed.
You're mad at him for
I was more like panicking at the situation. I don't want to touch it. I don't want it to ruin my meal. So it landed in my skillet on my food. It was more. It wasn't even cool. Like I'm mad at it. It was more like I'm about to shit myself. Like I'm panicking. I'm like fuck off. So that's more realistic. And I was like panicking. So I got back like, what the hell is that? Like, you dick. And then like it sat there for like 2-3 seconds because it's hot. But it's just like it's hot. It's hot. It's hot.
Yeah, I can imagine fucking frog.
It jumped on. So it was my onions that I was cooking first. It jumped onto my bowl because that's where I had my meatballs.
Of course.
It touched like 2 of the meatballs.
You had to throw them out, right?
Yeah, I threw those meatballs out. And I just pretend that I cooked away the frog germs of the onions.
Probably did. I mean,
But yeah, and then it jumped on the wall, and I was so paranoid of it jumping back onto my skillet. I grabbed like a net, and then like I was covering it, and I was making sure it went away. But it ended up standing pretty. It was just standing there like cooked.
that's a crazy story.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
just living.
But like, how did he must have been like up top on your, because you're cooking on this thing right here, right?
Yeah, in the
So he
backyard.
must have been like on that thing next to it.
That's the thing. Yeah, there's probably like
'Cause you
random
got a
stuff
net.
all over the place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have holes up in your?
Oh
screen?
yeah, things get inside there all the time.
Okay.
There's always things getting inside the house too. It's just my garage. Do you see that spider I found in my garage?
Yeah.
Jesus. It's just the lake, man. The
Yeah.
stupid lake just brings bugs, and with bugs,
Do you get a lot of roaches there or not really?
I see them when they're dead. I see like a few, not a lot, but I've seen a few. But they're dead. And when they're alive, they're crafty motherfuckers.
Oh, I hate
They're not in my
roaches.
room. They're more so in the
Kitchen, maybe?
kitchen
Yeah. Food.
and maybe a pantry. But I never see them anymore.
Don't rub your eyes, dude.
Huh?
Don't rub your eyes.
Thank you for telling me that.
You're welcome.
I'm
I
honest
got you
with patience now. Let me shake up this little raffle ball. Shuffle it really well.
At what point should we do it?
Towards
Midway
the
through,
end.
or should we do some questions?
Maybe towards the end. Yeah, maybe let's get some questions out of the way.
I don't think anything else remarkable happened to me. So, trying to think. I played tennis. I told you about my weird patience, but that's not like podcast stuff. So yeah.
So my coworker, who is like 47, I think, or is she 50 something? I don't know. She's older. She's like a mom of like 2.
Yeah.
And they're pretty old boys, like 17, I think. But anyways, her husband thought we were having an affair for like a moment. That has happened since last time too.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Just because you're friendly? Did he like?
No. It was totally out of context. That's how like he thought. He didn't straight up accuse me. So okay, let me backtrack to the original story. So Ray, my girlfriend, has a place in San Diego, and she was offering for my coworkers, like if they were to go visit San Diego, if they didn't get the chance to, they would enjoy it. So one of the coworkers, she actually walked in while she was offering it to the other coworkers, but she was like, "Really? I'll take you up on this offer right now. Me and my husband can go." And then she also offered, like, she has property to hunt on and to like a big piece of property. Like, you guys can go to that too. So I'm like, that sounds like a great deal. So Ray,
in Florida?
Yeah, it's a little more north, but they have like a property. Yeah. Anyways, they just want to visit San Diego to have a place to stay. So it sounded like a great deal. So she was very excited about it. She was about to buy tickets. She texted me dates for 2 tickets, and she's like, "Should I buy this right now? Are these dates good?" And with a smiley face. And I never replied because I guess I didn't see it. And by the next day, I saw her at work, so she just asked me in person. And I said, "Yeah," but I was at my friend's like gathering, like his little party.
Yeah. Saw that.
Yeah. And then I got a phone call from her. Yeah. So I went to the bathroom to pick it up because every time I get a call from work, I think it's an emergency. Someone calls about like flashes, and they're like not like, so I'm like, all right.
You're not on call, right? Or are you on? Like,
I'm not on call, but if they call me and like it's from work, usually they don't call me.
Yeah.
So I just want to make sure it's not an emergency. So I went to the bathroom, I picked it up, I'm like, "Hey, hello," and it's her husband. And her husband like, "Hi, it's me." I'm not gonna say his name. So and so's husband. And I just want to call you about the dates of San Diego, or like you and her. I mean, for us, we can't make it those dates. And I'm like, "Okay, that's fine." He's like, I want to talk about dates that can work. And he was just coming off very strong and stern. Yeah. Like it didn't sound like very, "Hey, how's it going?" It was more like, "Hey, I want to talk about those dates. We can't go. Let's talk about dates at work." And I'm like, "Yeah, honestly, I'm at a friend's function right now. If you just shoot those dates with me, I'm sure it'll work out. The week afterwards, I'm in Japan with my girlfriend, so that place is just wide open." So that's what I said. I'm like, "I gotta go," and he like let me go. But I got an off feeling about it. So I didn't think about anything of it. I just thought like, that was just an odd interaction.
Oh, I can talk about the break-in.
There's a break-in
in my house next. Like,
oh yes,
I need to tell that story. Okay, you go.
Oh my god,
that's a good story.
So much has happened in the last 2 weeks.
I totally forgot about that.
Yes,
I'm like, nothing happened to me.
That's a huge deal.
Okay, you go.
Oh, yeah, okay. Anyways, the story's not the end. Next day I came to work. She came out. She's like, "Oh my god, I'm so embarrassed about what happened. I'm so sorry." And I'm like, "What happened?" And she said, "Well, when my husband saw those messages, he started accusing like me of you of doing something like inappropriate." And I tried to tell him, but then he had to call you. I told him not to call you. Yeah. So when he called you, I walked out of the room, and I'm like, "Oh, I said it was normal." I also realized I say like too much in stories, so I need to switch up.
I say like a lot too.
Yes.
Call me out on it.
So having this podcast is good at correcting ourselves because I don't want to say like so much. Same. Anyways, she said that when my husband did that, I was very upset. So I exclaimed. I didn't even notice anything was off. The conversation felt a little off. However, yes, I didn't notice anything was too out of the ordinary. Mm-hmm. She
just went over your head.
Yeah. She then reluctantly replied to me, like, "Oh no!" I said like again. This is a hard habit.
It's just hard, dude.
Hard habit to break. But she said she apologized and it's not going to happen anymore, and she'll see if anything changes. But it just was odd. Yeah, when he first saw it, like he accused her, she's like, "No, it's me and you dates." But why wouldn't she tell him? Anyways, none of my business. Yeah, it's supposed to be a surprise.
She was trying to surprise him.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and then when she asked me, she asked for him and her. Yeah. So I just
He,
that was yeah.
he just doesn't believe her.
But maybe they worked out. Who knows? Who knows? It was just like a brief momentary. I'm like, wow, that's odd.
Unfortunate, yeah.
Anyways, you have a much more interesting story than mine.
So somehow I forgot this.
You posted all this on your social
Snapchat.
media.
Yeah. This
so
is a good Snapchat. I got
and
so
I saw
many,
the whole
like-
series.
It was a good series, right?
It was a nail biter.
Yeah.
So okay, summary.
I also apparently said like long story short like 5 times.
long story short. And that's why I started saying
try
short
not to
story
say it.
long.
Short story long.
To make a short story long. But it was a very so summarize. An intruder broke into Zack's house while he was away, and he came back to all the evidence of the intruder. I really want to know why the intruder left everything here. So tell the story from the beginning. I want to hear it all. And then
let's just start with it was Wednesday night, not last week, but the week before. It's probably the day after we did the last pod. Anyways, I get home from work, and my roommate's not there. But I get home, and I had stayed the previous night at my girlfriend's, and what was funny was we had previously that night we were like, should we go back to mine? Like, feeling kind of lazy. Let's just stay here. Thank God we did. Like at hers. But so, God, I'm terrible at telling stories. So bad. So, I get home and door's locked, front door's locked. I get home and I see a weird knife by the printer. That's the first thing I saw. And I'm like, I thought I knew Jack, like my roommate, had gone out the night before.
Yeah.
So I thought, maybe we had friends over and somebody left their knife.
He brought home a knife-wielding buddy.
Yeah, like exactly. It's like somebody left their knife. It's fine. I get home. I walk through the kitchen to my room, and I see glasses. And what's the first thing I do? I put the glasses on. Like, whose glasses are these? What prescription do they have? That's probably like.
That's how playful you are as a person. If you see a random pair of glasses in your house
putting them on.
that you don't know who it belongs to,
I'm just gonna try and guess their prescription.
Let me put this on. Like, this seems like a Ricky prescription.
It was like minus a half with like minus 1.25 of astigmatism probably each eye.
All right.
So just he was a little blurry. And then a random shirt on top of a chair. It was Guess. I thought that was an expensive brand. Apparently it's not. And shoes like pointed right at the entrance of my door or my room as if somebody like took their shoes off to walk into my room because they wanted it to be clean. It's like, well, that was thoughtful.
Wow.
I don't know who left their shoes. So I was like, oh, so somebody crashed in my bed. And then I see keys on Tim's blankie.
Yeah, your cat's
Tim's
blankie.
my cat. It's funny because his name's a dog or name's a human name. On Tim's blanket, and my bed's like slightly undone. It was also like potentially like how I left my bed. Anyways, I didn't even notice his phone off to the left. This person's phone.
So what was he off doing with all his stuff scattered around your room like it's his room?
Oh, we'll get there.
Okay.
So I think I'm rounding up stuff. So I start grabbing it all. His keys, his glasses, his shirt, his shoes, and the knife, and I'm putting it up on our coffee table, and I'm about to like send it in our group chat, like, hey, who left all their stuff? Like who crashed here?
Yeah.
And I think I sent it to Jack. And like my roommate, and he was like, wait, you didn't sleep there last night? I'm like, no, dude, I was at Nicole's. Oh. And I'm like, wait a second, so whose stuff is this? And he's like, no way. So then who came into my room last night?
Oh my God.
And I'm like, no, dude, like you gotta be kidding.
So someone went into his room last night and it was not you.
It was not me. And so he apparently.
Do you go into his room?
No, I never would go into his room. Thank God Jack was drunk.
Yeah.
Because the guy didn't just go in once. He went in twice. And the knife is like right outside his room on a table.
Oh my God.
So that means he probably went into the room twice with a knife. And then somehow made it back to my room, got basically ready to go to bed. And then, so what we're thinking happened is he came in the back door. Because we did occasionally before leave it unlocked because I haven't gotten Jack the second key for the back. Yeah. Because I'm a terrible roommate and I just haven't gotten him that key. So I'm like, if you can't get in, at least I leave that one unlocked. Not anymore if our front door dies because it's electric.
I've walked up to your neighbor's back door and tried to open it before. One of the first times I went over your house, I thought your neighbor's house was your house, and I walked up and I saw people watching TV in the living room, which I thought was you guys. and I grabbed the door handle and I jiggled it and it was locked. Then I looked closer. I'm like, and I realized it wasn't Zack. So I looked
never
over.
told me this. That's crazy.
Yeah, this is like the second time I went to your house.
Okay.
And then I walked over to your front door. But ever since you told me the combination for the front door, I've been going through the front door.
Oh, we changed the combination post thing too.
Smart idea. Smart idea.
Right?
I'll learn a new one too. Anyways,
so
yeah,
it's pretty easy to remember. I can't say.
okay.
Okay.
You don't say no.
So long story short, what we think happened because we have evidence, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we're figuring all this out. Thank God, like nobody was hurt.
Wait, what do you think happened? He went through the back door, and then what happened?
So okay, so we think he went in the back door.
Yeah.
Thought he was maybe home. Took all of his stuff off, like his glasses, his shirt.
Yeah.
His phone was on my bed on the left corner, and his keys were on the right corner. So he was ready to go to bed. He took his shoes off and everything, and we think he. So apparently, when he was out and getting really messed up.
Yeah.
Apparently he stole somebody's pills and stuff. So he was messed up. He doesn't remember any of this apparently.
Oh.
He was looking for his girlfriend because him and his girlfriend got in a fight downtown, and then he tried to walk home.
Yeah.
But he had a. So we think he tried to go find his girlfriend.
Yeah.
In Jack's room.
Yeah.
I don't know. And then heard a male voice because apparently, so this is what Jack said the first time. He comes in and he's just a shadowy figure.
Mm-hmm.
And the way Jack's room works is if you're standing in the doorway, you can't see the bed at all if it's pitch black. The bed looks like you know, even good eyes, you just can't really see what's on the bed.
Yeah.
But he can see out. So he thought it was me, but he was weirded out by the hair was a little extra curly.
Yeah.
My hair was longer at the time still, so it could have been me.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Jack's the first time said, "Yo, what's up?" And the guy apparently left.
Yeah.
And he came back a second time, and then Jack sat up a little bit more and was like, "Zack?" And we think that's what scared him. Because you go into somebody's house in America,
Yeah.
somebody's gonna have a gun and just pop, bro.
Yeah.
So we think he bolted after that because he left all of his stuff. There was a 7 a.m. alarm on his phone when I picked it up.
Yeah.
Obviously, it was a silent alarm because it wasn't going off.
So this guy was just probably zoinked out of his mind.
Yeah. No, he was. He doesn't remember anything.
Yeah.
But what's crazy is this must have been 2:30 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
because he had our neighbor behind, not our neighbor behind, our landlord's cousin is living in the apartment behind.
Yeah.
I told you about, and he apparently scared the guy off, said, "Hey, get out of here," because he was messing with his car. He had the knife and he was trying to break into cars too.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So he was messing with his car and he was like, "Hey, get out of here," and then so he ran off, and then he must have come back, obviously. And then he got caught on other Ring cameras, he has 4 other charges from that night.
Wow.
Attempted burglary, because he just Ring camera, he's got his knife trying to jam open doors.
Jeez.
He looks gone, but he has his glasses on in all of the other videos. His shirt is over his shoulder, so the black shirt that was left, and his shoes were on. So
These were before.
this was all before. So we think we were the last stop before he got arrested, because he did get arrested that night. There's a video. Orlando police literally did a whole post about it, with all the collective footage.
Wow.
And yeah, the whole thing is that night, obviously there was only one person arrested in our area where we live. And when we called the cops the next day, when we realized what happened, that this is somebody else's stuff, and they broke in last night, and this is crazy.
Yeah.
I asked them, I was I heard somebody else, because we told our landlords about it. We thought maybe our landlord's cousin got drunk and passed out in their bed. We didn't know whose all stuff this was.
Yeah.
And he was like, "No, but I chased that guy out." So he knew about the guy. They didn't even tell us, which is crazy to me, that there was a guy poking around, whatever. So I asked the cops. I was like, can you tell me did you guys arrest somebody in the area? And did he have shoes on? Because that's a dead giveaway, man. I have his shoes are in my house. So did he have shoes on? And they were like,
if it fits,
we can't say anything except there wasn't arrest in the area. And did he have shoes on? Should we press charges? Because if it's the same guy, we want to press charges. If it's a different guy, maybe because we didn't want to go through the whole thing, go to court, blah, 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 blah. So we didn't press charges at first because they almost convinced us that it could have been a second guy. But then they go off and they arrested the guy with no shoes. So it was the same guy.
They just didn't tell you.
They just didn't tell me. But it's I don't know if that's the law. They're just not allowed to say it. But it's we arrested some guy with no shoes. This is probably his. You should also.
This is literally an officer.
If the
this
shoe
is
fits.
the saying. Is that an idiom? If the shoe fits.
It might be.
It is an idiom.
I think it is an idiom. Nice. Look at this.
Look at us idiots
feel
getting
like I'm
idioms. That's also part of the pod, right? All the traditions are coming alive. Talking about poop, identifying idioms. All right, you want to share these last egg? You want to bump these last eggs?
Bump them together.
Toast them. Let's have an egg toast. Cheers, mate. Cheers.
Mate.
Quail eggs.
Quail eggs.
They're like bite-sized regular eggs.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy some. Those are good.
Yeah, I tried some quail too.
But yeah, so long story short, somebody broke in. Crazy stuff. We had to lock our door.
Insane. I didn't know all those details.
I know. I don't think I told you all that, and I didn't know all of that in the Snapchat story.
Yeah, that was like right when it happened. You were reacting to it happening.
Yeah,
live.
and like his phone just like that, like the knife just like that. Crazy.
But the fact that everything was lying scattered about showed that he was probably
walking in the house.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that, and he was walking around the house. Yeah. The cats were so like a little off the next day.
Yeah,
like Tim was looking at me like, who the fuck was in the house last night, man? Tim had that type of face. He wasn't in my bed like normal because the random guy's stuff was there. Yeah, I think so. He did not lay in my bed when I came home, which is weird. Tim's always like in my bed when I get home. Yeah, so he was laying like on a couch on top of my backpack or something, like trying to get my scent, I guess. Yeah, but he was not like Tim was, and he was pissed. He was like, I'm a cat. He was not happy. Oh, jeez. So even the cats, I was like, something's off. Like, why are you there, Tim? Yeah. He's just looking at me like, bitch, do you know what happened last night? Yeah, it was crazy.
I wonder what he did to the cats.
I don't think, I'm hoping Tim scared him away with some meows, but he didn't do anything to cats. Like, the cats are fine. Yeah. Thank God he, like, shut the door behind him because the cats could have escaped. Yeah. Like.
So he shut the door behind him and ran off.
He must have bolted, man, because he left everything. Yeah. What's funny is he had 2 keys on his keychain and a Wendy's, like, rewards card. That's what I was laughing about. I was like, who has 2 keys and a Wendy's reward? Like, who do I know that loves Wendy's?
And you're roasting him for his taste in fast food.
Yeah, that was my original thought. I'm like, I like Wendy's, dude, but like, you have it on your keychain, you like it so much?
Orlando has some unique citizens.
So, this is a little extra background. He's no, like, lost puppy, right? Like, he's been arrested for shooting someone. Oh. He has been, he served time for that. And he also has a DUI, but not of just alcohol. Yeah. He was driving while on heroin.
Heroin.
So he's like, kind of crazy.
Not the most quality person.
Yeah. So poor my roommate, like Jack. Oh my God. Like the dude walked in twice. Thank God he was drunk. Damn. Like, cause if he wasn't drunk, he probably would have thought more of it. Like, why is Zach walking into my room? Like, looked up a little more. Oh shit, that's not Zach. Yeah. You know? Yeah. Jesus. Yeah, that's a pretty good story. That's a pretty good pod story. Yeah, I think I told that pretty concisely too. I've told it a few times now.
Okay,
I got some practice.
I was hanging on with bated breath. All right, so questions? We should get to questions.
Okay,
because we've been catching up for a while.
How long have we gone?
I think like 35 minutes.
Yeah,
a little longer.
Maybe a little bit longer, like 40.
Yeah, 40 minutes. Okay, all right. So I do have a question because I was asleep with Ray last night, and we transformed from a 1 giant blanket system to a 2 personal size blanket system. And sometimes,
actually, that happened to me last night with Nicole. She got cold because I had apparently stolen the covers, and I never do that. Yeah. So she had to go grab her blanket in the middle of the night.
Okay, so
this is crazy. This has never happened before. So it's funny that you mentioned that. Keep going.
Yeah, and I never even noticed when we made that change. It must have been a gradual change where she introduced her personal blanket, and then I found the personal blanket. But anyways, last night we were laying in separate blankets, and we weren't even fighting. We were on great terms. When we fuse and cuddle each other in bed, we would fuse our blankets. Like just cover 1 giant blanket over us. But then when we sleep, I typically roll the other way. Yeah. And I don't know what she does because my back is towards her. And then she must be getting cold.
I fall asleep the other way too.
So now I realize we've moved on to a 2 personal blanket system. So I want to know, do you share blankets with your partner? A blanket with your partner?
Typically. I already answered. Yeah.
Typically,
except for last night was the first time.
I used to. I think I miss those days. I might try to get rid of her blankets.
Do you ever find that you end up only using the comforter and the sheets get kicked to the bottom? That happens to me all the time.
The comforter, but the sheets get kicked?
You know, like the thick one is what I'm ending up using, but the sheets like somehow like slide down to my feet. Oh. So it's not too.
I usually sleep on top of the sheets.
You sleep
underneath the blanket, but on top of the like cover, the thin cover.
So not like the down sheets, but like the regular. Like, you know how you have, like, on top of the mattress pad, there's, like, that sheet. And then there's, like, a blanket on top and then a comforter? Or do you just have comforter and bottom?
I have a blanket I have the thing that goes on top of that wraps the mattress.
Okay.
And sometimes I remember there was a time when bed sets would come with one more, a thin one.
That one. That's
I
what
would
I'm
lay
saying.
on top of that.
You lay on top of that.
I don't have it anymore because I never understood why.
Okay.
I'll just
I
wash
think those
all
are
of it.
so. If I get too hot, I have to push the comforter down, and then I'll just
Oh.
use the thin sheet. So, but okay, you don't even use it. So.
Oh, there's my partner
Eh.
who requires her own personal blanket. I'll tell you later. Oh, she gave me the middle finger.
Oh, do you want to know a fun fact?
Yeah. Oh yes, I want to know Zach's fun facts.
Okay, so fun fact. You know how people can be allergic to cats?
Yes.
Cats can be allergic to humans,
No way.
right?
So like
It's rarer, but because we're not like we don't shed stuff, but cats can be allergic to humans because we have like our own skin cells that we shed and stuff, and they
Yeah.
can be allergic to that.
So what do cats? Just household cats?
Yeah. Any
What do
type of
those cats do?
I have no idea. I didn't say that in the fun fact. I just thought that was a fun fact.
Do people have these? And you just like imagine saying, "My pet's allergic to me.
To
I'm
me.
sorry."
Like literally, it sneezes when I get close. I don't know. I want. There's probably on YouTube. There's probably like a cat that
You feed it from a distance in a hazmat suit.
I would guess
Bubble
it's
cat.
probably like unless it's not anaphylaxis. It's just like a sneeze. kind
Yeah,
of thing.
it's probably just like discomfort.
Yeah. Same type like what I get
Yeah.
and what you get.
Yeah, give him Zyrtec. You can probably give it Zyrtec for you.
Kitty Zyrtec.
Mm-hmm.
You want to know a second fun fact? Do you know what M&M stand for?
Marshall Matters.
Mars and Murray.
Murray?
Murrie. He was like the son of the creator of Hershey's or something, and Mars was the creator of. Oh God.
Mars makes a lot of candy.
Yeah,
I know Mars, but I didn't know Murray.
Yeah, okay, so like Mars bars and stuff. Yeah, so
Yeah.
I think he created that, but he was also the creator of like a certain one that made him pop off, and it's whatever the M&Ms are like wrapped in candy and then chocolate.
Yeah.
The whole thing was like that's how they made it so that it wouldn't melt.
Oh.
That's why M&Ms don't melt. It's because it's wrapped in candy, and it's whatever candy he made. I already botched
Melts
the
in
fun
your
fact.
mouth, not in your hand.
That's the phrase that it said. Yeah.
Melts in your mouth, not in your hand.
Yeah.
That's M&M's.
Nice. You
Yeah.
knew that. That was in the fun fact.
Yeah.
Okay, those were my two fun facts. I'll find more.
Wait, where's the other fun fact? Oh, cats can be allergic to people. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah. That's
I laughed at that one. I literally looked these up in your driveway.
that. Oh, that's cute.
I was
So,
like, I gotta come prepared.
all right, shuffle the raffle a little bit. Let me read a couple questions. We actually have we have 20 minutes. Okay, good. All right, we got a few questions here. Make sure you shuffle it real good. Just get in there. Make sure those are nice and. All right. All right, so this is a question from M. Good number of M's here. You guys are big gamers. Imagine developing your own game.
Oh shit.
What are the must-haves in your perfect game? What are the must-haves in your perfect game since you're a big gamer? I'm a very competitive gamer type. It's very rare to have a solo player game that I would destroy. Or not destroy, but like get really involved in. But except survival games. I love survival games. But
I think mine would be some combo of like sporty but like shooting.
Okay, shooting sporty game. That's
Something
pretty
like
cool.
that. Like a Rocket League, but you can shoot people out of your car.
Okay,
Like you can snipe people while you go by or something.
that would be pretty cool.
Yeah, but it's also like you have
Imagine-
to score goals.
And then you have to play in duels. One's the driver, one's the shooter.
Oh,
So,
that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
So,
But also like a VR game of that kind of thing would be really cool. I think.
oh, that would be pretty cool. Apple's VR is coming out.
Yeah. Well, isn't it AR?
Yeah, it's AR.
Yeah.
Yeah, AR. I have AR glasses. Have you seen them? The goofy ones, the ones that go way off the face.
Yeah. Those are
Yeah.
cool though.
Yeah, they're cool.
It puts your like phone screen out in the front. That was really cool.
Yeah.
We were using those for the game.
I was enjoying that on like the plane. It's a perfect for the plane ride.
Oh, that is cool.
Yeah, you just have a giant screen. But Apple's look awesome.
They do look cool, and they're gonna get smaller and smaller.
3500.
Yeah.
Yeah. When it's wireless, it's gonna be crazy. But anyways,
Oh, it's wired right now.
I think so. Yeah, they're connecting it to the back. Yeah, it's wired. But yeah, my perfect game would be if you know Rust.
Mm-hmm.
It would be very close to Rust. because it has a survival, a building aspect.
I like the be able to communicate aspect. That's also
Yeah.
cool. I think
That's
that
the
should
most
be
fun
like,
thing.
yeah.
Because some of
my
my
game too.
favorite memories are made on Rust because it's just open world chat. You just talk to people openly, and I get my
What's up,
favorite
kid?
thing. So,
Greasy Ricks.
well, me and Mike had a car shop. I was Greasy. It was Greasy Rick's garage. They coming out.
How can I screw you over today?
How can I rip you off today? Hi, it's Greasy Rick. How can I rip you off today?
That's it.
Oh man, those are good times. But and my favorite thing to yell as I'm like when I'm up in the wild, I have all my loot and they're coming to kill me. My favorite thing to scream as they're killing me is, "I do not consent! I do not consent!" I hope one day it just makes somebody like back off. Like, whoa, okay, yeah, I don't want to do it without consent.
Just like let him free.
Yeah, yeah. But no, it's never worked.
It
I've
hasn't
always
worked
been
yet.
killed.
I remember when Carla got killed and it was sorry, little guy.
Sorry, little guy, because
She probably didn't say anything.
she sounded like a little boy. If you hear a high pitched voice, there's a higher chance that it's a little boy instead of a girl.
Don't rub your eyes.
Oh, I keep doing it.
I know.
What am I allergic to? Oh,
I probably have Tim on me somewhere.
all right. Okay, that was oh yeah, mine's basically gonna be Rust, but I really enjoyed Fortnite. Fortnite was some of my best memories.
Me and Jack played Fortnite the other day on Saturday.
There's a whole new season now.
Yeah, it's
Is it
actually
good?
I kind of like it. Yeah,
Okay.
it's
If you
can,
guys
like,
play more, let me know.
okay, we played on Saturday for a little bit and we did not get a dub.
You just need your boy.
I know.
Boy to come through, but I enjoyed that. So maybe like Rust with some Fortnite aspects.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah,
Yeah.
some type of sport, but you can shoot, but you can
Honestly,
play
I would
squads.
combine aspects of other games too. What's the game with the best weapon system? Probably like Call of Duty has such a
I would think so,
customizable.
yeah.
So a Call of Duty weapons.
Loadout. Yeah,
Yeah, that'd be cool. Because Call of Duty's weapons are pretty good.
yeah. Fortnite's like I don't know. It's like a flapjack rifle right now for the AR. It's weird. What's the next one?
Next question is, what's your biggest insecurity? Whoa, we cutting deep. We're cutting deep. All right, what's your biggest insecurity? So, I remember, I'm going to recreate this moment one day, but I remember one time, me and you were driving down to Camden, and you were driving, and we had the freedom panels on my Jeep off, so it was almost like a convertible. We were driving down the mountainous canyon, and then I popped up, and I was just screaming outside the rooftop. I was standing there, just like out in the mountains by ourselves, just you and me, and I was just screaming onto it, like, whoa, I'm so alive. I can scream anything. No one would hear me. I'm insecure about my legs. Do you remember that?
I forgot what you said until you said it, but I remember.
I screamed it into the mountains. No one heard me. So
I remember like you were like, thank you, I trust you because you were like, you could just send us off the mountain right now. just one turn.
Just quick.
There we go.
Achoo. Just a quick
Achoo.
little, just a little like I don't
Just
know.
like one quick like epilepsy new onset.
One nerve spasm and we're off the side of the cliff.
Jeez.
Like Bonnie and Clyde. No, that's not Bonnie and Clyde. Who's Luis and the people who died by jumping off the cliff with a car? It's like an old classic movie. Well, I'm not saying it's not Velma and Luis, but it's like one of those duos.
I just think of the other guys when they like aim for the bushes. And there's no bushes.
No, that's not it. But there's something, I promise, they jump off the cliff just to die. That's how the movie ends. I'll figure it out and I'll let you know. But what was I talking about? Oh, my insecurity. So I used to be insecure about my legs.
I would say
Used to be. Now
getting
now
better.
I feel like they're getting average.
I would say if it's a body thing, it's my belly.
Mm-hmm.
But if other than that, I would say like my eyes. Like if I'm ever gonna like not see something that I really want to see, because it's just like I can't see for shit. But I'm not like insecure about that. That just like kind of sucks. My eyes just ain't that good.
So like finer, very fine, like
or insecure about like if it gets worse. Like if I miss something later.
Yeah.
But
you gotta stay on top of that. When's the last time you got an OCT?
I OCT'd myself at Hofner like a couple weeks ago.
Sometimes, a couple weeks ago. That's good. Sometimes come visit me. Let me go on an OCT. Let me save these so you have one place you save all your.
Well,
OCTs.
so I had not to talk about eyes. We'll talk about it later because not interesting for the podcast.
Oh boy.
What's the next one?
Okay. Oh, insecure about my legs. Oh, jeez. Oh, also,
You got another one?
not well. Something that struck me as like, whoa, I'm also insecure about how little people I'm gonna have on my side of the wedding, because I have a small family. That cuts deep, right?
Yeah.
But like,
No, I kind of feel that
I
though,
have
because
such a small family.
my cousins didn't invite me to their wedding.
They didn't.
No, one of them did, but I was like during optometry school during finals, and I'm
Yeah.
like, I just can't go.
Yeah.
And then the other one, like, I didn't know he got married till he like posted the photos,
Yeah.
and I'm like, I only have so many cousins, like not that many.
I have quite a few. I don't keep it that close in touch. I moved. I'm
Do you
not in
think
New
you would get
York
invited
anymore.
to the wedding if they got married?
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah,
Because we were really close when we were younger, super close. But I've moved since.
Yeah.
I saw one of my cousins a few weeks ago, and it's always the same. Like he's the same person. It's awesome. I miss him, but like not close enough right now.
Yeah.
I don't think because like I always imagine if I get married to my next, maybe let's say Ray, and her side's gonna be full. She has a big family, a lot of cousins, a lot of like they're all staying close. But my side of the family, it's just like the four of us. And we don't really like stay too close to
Anybody else?
So I feel like my side's gonna be very small, close friends, family, but it's gonna be relatively like a small side. So that I was struck me like, whoa, I'm kind of a little worried about. Not worried, but like I guess that's an insecurity.
Insecurity.
Yeah.
But it's probably also like relative. Like, she just makes you feel because she has a big family. So it's like relative.
Maybe,
like,
yeah. Because my side would be pretty small. It'd be my close friends and like my little family, my small family.
Yeah.
But not too many people, I don't think. And my aunt, I have some aunts and uncles that'll be there. But it's not a huge family. Anyways, that's my biggest insecurity. Whew, what a season finale.
Oof. We're cutting deep.
Whew. Oh, next question. What are you most proud of? So they went the valley didn't peak. What are you most proud of? I think we answered
this.
something similar. Like, what's your biggest flex? I
Yeah.
think that was the.
And I think it was like optometry. Should we do the?
Okay. Yeah. I am pretty good at projectile weapons. A rubber band. Give me a rubber band. I'll snipe a butterfly.
Yeah. I remember those. I think that was your same one you said last time.
There's a podcast.
And I've seen you do it with what was it, like a cricket or a moth?
We had some type of. Oh, I almost rubbed my eyes again. We had a fly. It was a fly in the apartment.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got a fly.
Back in the day when we lived together, mate.
Yes, mate.
I think mine was just like being an optometrist.
That too. You're
tennis
really
or
good at
something.
tennis. You beat a
Oh,
professional.
beating the guy. That's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah. What are you most proud of? I'm very proud of. I'm very proud of how much freedom I have to travel now. Like that's all I've ever wanted.
Yeah.
I don't want a mansion.
Dude,
want a nice
I love
car.
having no ties. Like I'm liking this, LLC thing I
Free
got going.
roaming, yeah.
Just loans. Loans are gonna get me, but because they redid the payments, I have to start paying in October again.
They redid it.
Like interest starts back up.
Damn.
That's okay. We'll figure it out.
All right. So
One more question. I'll keep mixing it.
one more question, and then we pick the winner, and then we announce the. Well, we don't have to announce next season. I have a great idea concept for next season.
We should give a teaser though, or something. I don't know.
I've always wanted to aim for type of like a game show type
Here it
podcast.
goes.
I'm not gonna go too into detail.
Okay,
with
okay.
it, but with rotating guests.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a similar format to what we have now, but with more people.
And we get to questions faster.
Yeah. But I'm enjoying the conversation.
Oh yeah.
It's been a pretty entertaining
Couple weeks.
podcast.
I
think.
told you.
Yeah,
I can't believe I was like, nothing happened to me.
this is one of the most wildest story-filled ones.
Yeah.
Because a lot has happened the last 2 weeks.
Crazy.
Oh, I can't believe I dropped the Huggies. All right, so last question here. Would you rather your food always be too hot or not have any knees?
That's a great
unrelated things. You have your food always be too hot or not have any knees. First off, I hate hot food.
I would say hot food because eventually you burn your nerves and then you don't notice that it's hot anymore.
Oh, that's a good point.
So it only hurt for like the first 100 times. After that, it can't be too hot because you just don't feel anything.
Well, technically 100 meals is like a month.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah, 3 meals a day, 30 days. Yeah.
Just a month of just burning your mouth every time you eat.
But no knees? How do you walk? You just swing your legs? You can't bend.
Have you watched King of the Hill, the dad? King of the Hill? Cotton?
Yeah.
He blew out his shins.
Yeah.
That's no knees right there. But I think, what if your legs just remain straight? But they're same
it's
length?
like Forrest Gumpy. Like you just kind of like swing them. I don't know.
Because your food being too hot.
Which one are you picking? You picking the knees?
I'm an optometrist. I don't need knees.
How do you roll on your chair, dude? Just with your heels?
A Ken doll.
You need a cane to like swim yourself.
Barbie and Ken do it just straight old knees. That's all I need. Just bend me
at the slit lamp. Excuse me, can I put my feet in your lap?
I'll have a sign in the waiting room.
Sorry, no knees.
The doctor today does not have knees. Otherwise, great guy.
Great guy.
To everyone without knees.
We'd come up with such good like optometry jokes about it though or something. I can't think of one. But...
I would bend over backwards for you if I could. I don't know. I can't think of any knee jokes.
I can't think of any because I have knees.
That's the bee's knees. I envy the bees.
Really straight and narrow.
Just no knees.
There's no
There's
no bend in that lens. Okay.
Fuck, how would I drive?
Oh! You'd have
My
to have...
hips would be ruined. Oh, fuck. Food being too hot, I'll just eat ice cream for every meal. Hot ice cream is just soup.
But it has to burn you, I'm imagining. Like, it has to be too hot up until... I did
It has to burn you?
I need knees, man.
Well, I'll eat a Hot Pocket because they'll burn you anyways.
I told you the story about the Hot Pocket when I burned myself.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, I think that's on the podcast.
I think that was on a practice episode.
Is that a practice episode?
I don't know. I feel like that was a practice episode.
It might be episode 1 or 0.
When you burnt your mouth on a Hot Pocket.
So when did we come out with episode or season 2?
Season 2, I kind of want to take a month break.
Okay.
Just because in a month, I want to do different things. And I want to come up with a lot of things. So a month break. And that's one episode off. A month break is one episode off. But yeah, month break, I can get the equipment and I can get the guests lined up. I already got a few interesting people that want to do it. Yeah.
I'm excited.
Oh, Lord, that was fun. All right. So that's the last question. Let's pick the winner. So.
Can we go in together?
Wrapping it up. Oh, mate. So I wanted to shuffle it and you pick it because that way we know it's fair.
Okay.
But if you grab more than one, I'll pick one.
Okay.
Without looking. All right. So really get in there, though. Make sure we shuffle it. These are all the people that submitted questions.
Can you hear that I'm shuffling
over
it?
the 9 episodes of season 1.
Knocked one out.
And we put it all in there. We're shuffling it. This is a raffle for
not even looking.
$100.
Here is.
They did not know they were going to get rewarded.
This is only one.
But okay, you picked one.
Yep.
So Zack picked.
And here's the second one. Oh wait, am I picking?
If you accidentally picked 2, I would have grabbed 1.
Okay,
so if I get to pick out of the 2, I'll pick this one. All right.
Okay.
So
sorry to whoever that was.
The winner of our random raffle for $100.
100.
Is Lauren. Congratulations, Lauren.
Congratulations, Lauren.
Thanks for submitting, and I hope you spend the $100 buying merch.
So
what?
Do we?
No, we don't got
do
merch.
we have them like watch the episode and then like that's how they know they win?
No, I'll let her know.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll let her know. She probably doesn't listen to every episode.
Yeah, I'm sure she probably listens to a few though. She told me.
All right,
Lauren. Well done.
Thank you for listening. Thank you so much for listening, guys. It's been a great season. I've had so much fun.
I've had a great time.
I've had so
lots
much
of
fun
laughs,
this season.
lots of crying laughs.
I never expected it to be this fun. But
as everything, season 1 has to come to an end.
It's coming to an end.
All this
because they say most podcasts don't make it to 10 episodes.
So what did we do? We made it to
10 episodes, and we're already better than most podcasts, and it's only getting started, baby. So...
And we have a season 1 episode 0 coming out at some point.
Yes, at some point, if we can't record an episode, I'll release the episodes we did as
you
for
can do
practice.
A month break.
I just didn't think they were that great at the time, but now we've kind of moved
We've
beyond
referenced
being
them a
super
little bit because they had good
PG.
questions.
Yeah, they had great questions. The questions were the best questions.
We could do like, oh my god, we could do it during the month break.
Yeah, we could. All right, guys. Well, thank you for watching. It's been a wonderful time, and season 2 is going to be even better.
Thank you, guys. And that's a wrap.
That's a wrap, guys. Mwah. Oh, that was funny.
That was a good one. I have to pee so bad.